Alrighty then. Hey, where's the game? Ah, there it goes. Hello everybody, it's Mike TheZorch, and today we're doing a little something different today. We were doing Star Citizen the past few days. CIG is still working on the servers, so they are being really unstable right now. We got started really late last night, so we didn't stream. So me and Tiger went out and we did some experimenting with some rented ships. We rented a Cutlass Black, and I was able to keep my ore that I had collected, but he lost his when the server 30k'd. So we're gonna give it some time to see if CIG can get the servers a little more stable. So today I'm playing some Final Fantasy 14. I've got to beat up some Moogles. Yeah, I'm doing Thorn March. Good King Muggle Mog. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's see if there's anybody even on. I'm going to do it in my White Mage. Here with Momo, my Lalafell. So that's going to be fun. First time doing a major dungeon like that with my White Mage. And there's my golden panda right there. My little buddy on my head. Okay. So I've already got this is part of the main scenario quest leading up to Heaven's Word. My character's already 61. This is what I'm going to be going through the whole storyline with. And I'm already geared up and everything for all of Heaven's Word. I don't have to do anything with this character. Or at least this job. At all. Until I get to Stormblood. Then I'm going to need to get better gear. But through Heaven's Word, and maybe up to the final fight with Needhog, I won't need to get any new gear because I'm already, what's my eye level here? Eye level 159. I may have to gear up before I do. I think I definitely will need to gear up before I get the Needhog at the end of Heaven's Word. And looks like some of my gear is beat up a little bit. Let me go repair it here in our house. This isn't my house, this is the Free Company's house. It's sort of, let's see, where's the mender? Where are you at? Oh, there she is. Jesse just jamming to rhyming and stealing from the Beastie Boys. I saw you live, free, but oh, okay. Oh, your live feed. All right, repair all. How much do I have? I have 269,000. Huh. Welcome, Glenn, to the stream. I have a website now. That's another thing I wanted to announce. I've had a website. It's Google Sites, but I had a Google Sites URL up until recently. This is Final Fantasy 14. It's an MMO. But I have a website now, www.zorchcentral.com. And on there I'm going to have some blogs on there, news about the channel, and also there is a restream widget that points to all my channels on YouTube and Twitch and Yeah, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. It doesn't point to DLive for some reason. I don't think DLive is supported there, but I do stream the DLive. I've had some people on DLive talk in chat. There goes somebody from our free company, Gears. He is talking to his retainers for his gear. Alright, so let me get out of here. I don't necessarily need to get out of here to go fight the Moogles, but, you know, it's like riding I like riding my unicorn. You get this, this quest to get the unicorn becomes accessible for White Mage at some point. So anyone who plays White Mage can get this mount. Alright. Alright, time to do this. Okay, not remains to bar you. Okay, to recap what's going on with these guys. This is part of the main scenario quest between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, and what's going on is some of the Moogles are trying to summon Good King Mogomog, the same way the Beast Tribes would summon their primals. So basically this thing's a primal and we need to stomp it. And this is... I've only ever done this fight a few times and I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I don't think anybody else knows either. There's a certain order in which you're supposed to fight these things. To fight the different Moogles, and then there's all sorts of wacky mechanics with Good King Mogomog himself. So this is going to be quite a fight. Alright, let's do this. Okay, that's the journal. What I need to do is go to the... I need to go to the duty finder. Alright. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Alright, and to pour keep... Oh, this is... Get Thorn March, right there. Alright, I will get 12 elegant tomestones of poetics for this. Here we go. Wow. This is what you get for being White Mage. Instant cues. And it looks like this is a 8-man. Alright, here we go. I've only ever did this twice. Both as Bard. Once I did it myself, and the other time I did it to help somebody else. Okay. Alright. Let's smack these guys upside the head. Oh. Alright, what are we supposed to do here? I have no clue. Don't ask me what we're supposed to do. Just point some... Oh! Unlike me. Okay. Okay, they're pointing at them. Oh, okay, that one's pointed one, so point at that one. Target that one. Okay. Alright, here it comes. Alright. That guy first. Oh. Whoa, you're getting banged up there. Oh. Okay, I am under some effect. No idea what I'm doing. Oh! Alright. Dang it. Okay. Okay, I gotta resurrect these people. And where'd I put my resurrect at? Ah, raise. Right there. Oh yeah, did we beat him? Shit! Okay, we beat him. I hate this fight. Loot. Pass. It's a shield. Okay, is there other loot? Yeah, I already passed on it. Alright. Alright, that's out of the way. I got a player commendation and I didn't do anything hardly. Okay, you did it, Kupo. You did it. Good King Omagomag the 11th May his mighty soul rest in peace is no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moogles guard when you did. Thank you, Momo. Yes, perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Puknipok that the king is no more, Kupo. She is with Rayo at Camp Tranquil, and can relay the news to the chieftain. Alright. Not all the quests are voiced. Okay. Switch back to free company chat. Alright, so Camp Tranquil, I know what that's at. I'll just teleport and be lazy. That would be here. And it is foggy as heck. My control, I think you can probably hear my controller as I'm doing this because this thing's loud. Okay, do I dare believe my ears? Good King Muggle Mug the 11th? 10... no, 12th! 12th. May his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Mooglekind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Rayo wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Alright. On the properties of primals. Your bravery in service to the Twelveswood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Momo. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of your great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Strand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Okay, the Lotus Stand. That's where the Elder Seer is. So that is in Gridania. And that is at the Conjurer's Guild. Okay, the Elder Seer is expecting you, madam. May I show you in? Yes, you may. They sent in a large force with the Agrius, which is the giant airship. They flew over Ishgard. They pissed off the dragons. And Midgarsormr found out that they were headed for Mordona, which is home to Silvertear Lake. And Silvertear Lake is a very important place for the is an extremely important place. And Midgar Sormer is the defender of Silvertear Lake. So he and his dragons attacked the Garleans in mass. I mean, in huge aerial battle. And the Agrias crashed into the middle of Silvertear Lake and exploded and killed Midgar Sormer in the process. This opened a seal. This basically broke a seal. Aether was allowed to flow, and the beast tribes were able to start summoning their gods. And what happens is, if you have enough crystals, enough crystallized Aether in one place, and you have a strong enough wish or a strong enough belief, you can summon things into existence. And if you summon it as a god, if it's a godlike being that you worship and you summon that being, what it can do is it can temper you. Meaning that it can basically capture control of your soul. You'll become a mindless worshiper of that being. And you will want to try and keep it in that world, and you want to feed it crystals in order to give it enough Aether to stay in that world. And so that's what primals are. Primals are beings that are summoned into reality through the use of crystallized Aether and an extremely strong will, strong desire. That's how it works. Now, you find out a little bit more of exactly why that works in Shadowbringers. You find out exactly why people have that ability to do that. Why it's possible. Spoilers for Shadowbringers. Anyway, let's continue. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means Ascians. This whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupopo. They said it was a masked man who had taught them how, years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear, so long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames. Ever and again shall we suffer primal visitations. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Momo. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. Okay, we knew we could count on you, my lady. While Yida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Alrighty then. So that means going back to Vesper Bay. Oops. Take a look at the place before we go. All the waterfalls and everything. Alright. Alright, so... God, my inventory's full. What I get for going to, what I get for running through, what do you call it, the, shit, what is that place again? Palace of the Dead. Oh, wait a minute. That's available now. The Weaponsmith of Legend. Ah, okay. That, I think that is the relic weapon. Or not relic. No, yeah. Yeah, I don't talk to Tataru. I go down here. Alrighty then. Okay, it is good to see you hale and healthy, Momo. I received word from Gita and Opalimo that you had felled good King Mogomod the 12th, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Asians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. Thank you, Momo. Alright, and the next quest, The Gifted. Alright, the time has come at last to leave Vesper Bay, and Minfilia would appraise you of the final details of the move. Alright, so what's that? Void Scent Blood. Okay, owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. Okay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly. On this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Momo. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Eorzia. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments of our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them easily. Entirely. Eorzia shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurance that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Eorzia, would you inquire to him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Something's coming. There's a lot of stuff that happens between Heavensward. Well, it happens between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. I mean, a lot of stuff. Oh, there's a quest undone. A Kobold Initiative. Check on that later. Maybe I'll do a different... Lots of quests in here I haven't done yet. Encrid. Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it. Ah, that is Ifrit hard mode, I think. Thou art ever welcome, Momo, but I require no assistance. Pray tell thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeak. Damn it, Eorzia! Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concludes. These halls should right be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there a banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance. While they who lurk in shadows remain hidden, lost, no sooner than they are found. But be not offended, Momo. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite my surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou have never been so convinced. Thou have never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of whence came the cry, the solar? 12 forfend the antecedent. Okay. What's going on? Momo, you must. Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix Levolor was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Hello? An Ascian here? How? How readily you see. You are indeed gifted antecedent. But you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted but ignorant, yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who you speak of, Lalafell? Lalafell is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, no expulsion. Only expulsion. You, what are... We're ready when you are, milady, if there is nothing else. And Tataru cannot see the guy. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I am sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like. My lady, we shall depart whenever you're ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me, nothing. A gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. Lalafell did not think so highly of the echo. Lalafell is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our people, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait. Stay where you are. Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? Covered it. Oh, I didn't see what she was saying. Save your concern, he did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Riange, send word to the students of Valdesian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did not... What? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him, Momo. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay. Turn over every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray attend me, Totoro. Alright then. Okay, search for the white-robed Ascian. Ascian. I am told that you are the warrior light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Okay. Challenge accepted. Down. Up. And over. Oh, I have to go down. I need to fight what's in that tunnel. Most likely, yep. Be waylaid again. Riding. Ah. And what am I gonna get attacked by now? More gargoyles. Alright. Die. And he's dead. Big frog. Alright. Last spot. Come on, it's gotta be more than this. Come on. Jeez, you gotta be capable of more than this. Come on. Must be the Asians. Must be big bad Asians. Like, this is it? Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested Lalafell could endure such an examination. I'm going to beat you with this flower. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said for Lalafell. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nonetheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Foreshadowing of Shadowbringers. They planned this way back. Actually, when this game came out, they actually made plans and storyline like several expansions in advance. So they already know exactly where they're going to go with the story. They may make a few changes along the way. They already knew which direction they wanted to go. So they have been sowing the seeds of Shadowbringers since the beginning of this game. Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Alright. Report back to Menphilia. In field. Thank the God you returned, Momo. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for Lalafell. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Alrighty. And built on the stone. Alright, Minfilia has a final favor to ask of you. Okay, let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception of nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymaster subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believe to be the single greatest threat to Eorzia, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Okay. So her father was killed in Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. There was a scene at the very beginning of the game where a Goblu, which was kept under magical control, got loose. Got out of control. Minfilia was a child then when that happened. And the person that was one of the people that was killed was her father. In that event. And that was at the very beginning of the game if you started the game in Udal. Okay, I thought thee departed. To what end doth thou linger? Damn, Urianger. Your old English. The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, can I imagine the antecedent's pain? Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Link shell. Okay, Momo, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to, once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the 7th Heaven in Revenant's Toll. Remember that name? 7th Heaven? In Revenant's Toll, Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Arethrite in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. I've already done that. 7th Heaven was, I'm having a brain fart. Okay, so he's just giving out the King Lives. Oh no, not that again. No, 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 no. Yes, this is the other time I had to do that. So I did Thorn March Hard. Now this is Thorn March Extreme. No, 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 no. Primal Fear. Okay, this unlocks all the hard and extreme primal ones. Moogles. No, Moogles may be the mascots of Final Fantasy, but what comes next in Heaven's Word has sort of made people a little tired of Moogles. You'll see much later on when I get into Heaven's Word. Alright, so I have to go to Revenant's Toll, and that's pretty far off, so I'm going to have to teleport. In Mordona. And before I talk to Tataru, show you the thing that I talked about earlier. In fact, it's... Okay, where am I going? This way, I think. Ah, here we are. Alright. That thing out there is what's left of the Agrius. That big airship from Garlemald. They were coming here to set up camp. Midgardsormr found out about it and got pissed off, and him and his hordes of dragons attacked that giant airship and basically destroyed it. It crashed into the middle of Silvertear Lake and exploded, killing Midgardsormr in the process, and opening a seal that now allows the primals to, allows the beastmen to call their primals. And we get to go up inside that thing at some point. In fact, that will happen before going to Heaven's Word, actually. Alright. And time to talk to little Potter. Actually, I think I'm a little taller than her. Or is that my red, because of my panda? My red panda. Okay, oh Momo, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Okay, splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. Staffborn. He's important later on, I think. Ah, that man? I can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt an ancient treasure in the Crystal Tower. Ah! Oh, I know who that is. Yep. We'll be seeing more of him later. In fact, I will definitely have to do that quest. Because you can't start, Shadowbringers without doing it. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt, that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. That's the Crystal Tower. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than to talk to him and see what he knows. That'll begin the Crystal Tower quest line, and all the raids associated with it. Why, if I were otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders are lie inside. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Momo, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. Alright. The Crystal Tower Quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. Yep. That's what I was thought. Well, that's you can't do Stormblood. I mean, not Stormblood, Shadowbringers without doing it. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. Alrighty then. So I will have to talk to that guy, and we all know who he is. Let's see. The Ultimate Ballad and Simply to Die For. Okay. The Rising Stones. Seventh Heaven, Tifa's bar from Final Fantasy VII. It's Alphanod. He's going to become important in the story soon. Alrighty then. Well, it is certainly spacious. Much bigger room than before. Tip Samade. Louis Cane. Okay, today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today, we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzia's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzian alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. That's why they moved here, because they were in Udal's territory, and they came out here in order to be independent. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the scions of the seventh dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzia. For Eorzia! Damn, you'd have those shorts for any tighter. Okay. A moment of your time, Momoa would speak of Elidibus. Briange. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter of which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldesion hath been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. Don't think anybody is listening. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift, and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has fallen of the students of Baldesion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we could but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge, but fairly warned, however, they are unlikely to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. My chair is squeaking. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. Oh, I know about those. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Or Ochre? Or Punce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Asian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Momo. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. We find out later. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. And, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Shall anything arise, you will be informed. Talking about a rising. Oh, where are you? Foreshadowing. Okay, your intercession was not foretold. Elizabeth, you object? Nabrialis, we question our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh ardor. They survived the seventh ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will. So too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last they see. Okay, a realm awoken. I think that officially ends that storyline and begins anew. Still waters. Okay, this is where we start getting new character introductions here. Yep. This is where we meet Eorzia. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouses in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifest were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. Uh-oh. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Yep. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated in their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Yep. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Yostola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Alrighty then. So, Horizon I go. Reason. Yestola. Ah, Momo, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might better be spent in conversation with Fufu Lupa. Damn Lalafell names. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Alright, let's go talk to the little punk. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, he's a little punk. Oh, hello there, Momo. Was it? Yestola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off towards Eastern Thanlan. There, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for the thieves of such proven cunning, yet the Amaja do have a foothold in Eastern Thanlan. Things that make you go, And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could. Oh, did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I came bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, whatever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amaja friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. In all my years, I had never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The Blades are calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We shall reassess our options as well. Come with us, Momo. Alrighty then. Against all expectations, it would seem the Amaja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the store of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motives were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? plainly we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Eorzia of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then. "'Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Thancred will remain Thancred.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Alright, well, I don't need any of these things. In fact, I don't think any of my jobs could use them. Slaying, fending, nope. I'll take these. I'll take the money, please. Alright, final temptation. Thancred wishes to discuss how to proceed with the investigation. Let's see, what are these? Healing, well, I don't need it because I've got something better. And casting. I think my Black Mage may have something better too. But I might take that for my Black Mage. Okay. Okay, any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufu Lupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Alright. Brat face. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most Oh! Whoa. Okay. It was going through it. I had it set to automatically go through when they voiced it. Here's a tip. When they use your character name, they just do the text. If they don't use your character name, then they have the quest voiced. It's annoying, but yeah. Calm yourself, Fufu. I'll just call him Fufu. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if the fears proved well-founded, Fufu. Indeed. If for reasons of security the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret. To entrust the goods to, let's say, a lone Mikote miner traveling without escort, so as to not attract undue attention. But who? I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would perhaps need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley, or whatever, Hammerley. Damn names in this game. Fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree, Momo? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Ahem, forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Alrighty then. And call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Alright. Which me my bird is... I gotta go get my bird. I need my bird. I want my bird. If you know where that's from, we can be friends. Give me my bird. That's not my bird. Alright. Tend to a specific chickaboo. Nope, tend to my chickaboo. And fetch. Alright, now. Back. Back, Marty! To Horizon. Don't know if I will need this, but just in case. Okay, so we're going that way. Here we go. Alright. Oh, okay, this was easy. I didn't need her after all. Oh, more. More? There's more where this came from? Good. Damn. Okay, stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed. Okay. A gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Fenland no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves? All of them? Aye, all with the same taste in facial tattoos, blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Tancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fufu Lupa... God damn it. Fufu will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Didn't even have to call my buttered at all. Didn't need my buttered. Alright, and this chair is squeaky. I need me a new chair. Bad. Okay, on behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitors within our ranks. Is that so? Then, by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling the Somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf. Leminson born and raised, I believe, but do not worry. We will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me appraised of any developments. Yes? Oh, she's standing next to me. Understood. Alright. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing. I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Alright. I'll take that from my black mage. Alrighty then. Talk to Tancred. The Mother of Exiles. Okay. This is all about Yugiri. Tancred has information on your next assignment. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphanod awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I'm not privy to the details. Well, you do While you do whatever it is that Alphaned has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Alright. Vesper Bay it is. Alphanad. Ah, boy, you cause all sorts of trouble, don't you? Well, you will. Of all the characters in this game, he has the most development. You are late. No matter. He goes, I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? In Othard? Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And, more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, but opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Udal, Momo, unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken. Oh, are you? Alphanad. Well, we will find the Domans bickering with a Sultan sworn on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance, if our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some, and if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unfortunate diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repertoire. Repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Udal. Alrighty then. To Udal, I guess. Udal. This way. Keep going. Alright then. And that's part of the Hildebrand quest. Not doing that yet, or continuing that yet. I need to find the Wreathrite. Yep, here it is. Wreathrite shard. Okay, I need to go to the Chamber of Ruins. Here we go. The matter is not how many times you ask without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior, allow me to plead my case. Surely you will grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart, I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more your liking, Alphanod Levelure at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique in this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Udal, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associates at the Quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Okay. We came all this way, and now I have to go all the way back. I teleport, but why teleport when you can fly? Horizon's Edge, and this is Horizon from the air. Only recently were we able to actually fly in these regions. Past patch or two is when we were finally allowed to do this. And believe it or not, the developers actually did all this, made it possible to fly in their free time. Speak at the Quicksand. The Quicksand. Ah, damn it. Not the waking sands, the quicksand. That's the Adventurers Guild bar. Doll. Ulda. I went all this way for no reason. Okay. Get here. After running around hell and high water, this is where I was supposed to be. Alright, here we go.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Uldar unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
This was back when they were really trying to hide what the new race was going to be for Heaven's Word.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Okay. If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me, good madam. If you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Speak to Momodi. Huh. Momodi. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Momo? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word they can't come, meaning I got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha. Go and call on Feeder. God damn it, this game and its names. Freder of Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell him I said to ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That shall set them straight. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, here's one. She's in the business of feeding refugees now? I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man who can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions? You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. Gee, nice people. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yuguri it's all in hand. Alright. I dared not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alpanad. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, but it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. And you will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing is unpalatable. Nothing is unpalatable will be required of them. Assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Okay, now I go there. Alright. This way. Wrong way. Chamber of Rules. Raban. A pleasure, Lieutenant Shirai, and others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
I, Yugiri of Domar, am honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, Our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the Purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Eorzia and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Eorzia represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Ugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
It's a city run by greed.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Not any die at the moment. Ready then. Rings. Ring of... promises to keep. Raban would like to discuss how to handle the Doman refugees. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah. I will waste no more words on him. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Alrighty then. That way. Okay, the Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitorists have made their position clear. Agreed. Uda is not an option. Nor are Limsa Laminsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs, which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. God's the thoughts of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia? That is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it is under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, nor while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultana to accept us for a limited time, a week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Ogiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphanod. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stand in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, will not save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Ogiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphanod, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Udal Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Momo. Okay. Lady Ogiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. Okay. The Adventurers Guild. That's where I have to go. Alrighty then. Okay, we are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe. let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a small number, mayhaps it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen your good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord.
Here's a good joke. Did I watch that news station? Matthew told me it was a joke that I have not heard.
Well, it sounds like we all have work to do, Lady Ugiri. Let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we?
I just want to know, why the hell did they bring a knife to the date?
Okay. I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after all. After you, after all, have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. After you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Alright. So, fending, slaying, aiming, nope. Alrighty then. What's the next leg of this? Ugiri's game. Alrighty then. I think we've gone quite a bit here today. I started this early. What I think might do is we're not going to do such late night streams as we've been doing. Because we've been going to bed at 7 a.m. After doing a lot of these, and we're trying to get back onto a somewhat daytime schedule again. So I think I'm going to cut it short here, and we'll be picking back up tomorrow where I leave off at, and we'll see what happens from there. May do some other game next time. Maybe if CIG has gotten the server's a little more stable, it may go back to Star Citizen, or maybe even take a look at Elite Dangerous, or something else. I've actually been wanting to try Squadrons, Star Wars Squadrons. So I might even take a look at that and make sure that my VR headset's working with the game. Last time I tried my headset, it wasn't working properly with Steam VR. I don't know why. For some weird reason, it just wasn't working properly. But that was some time ago, so I want to check it again, see what's going on. And I probably will try out some Squadrons. I've been wanting to play that. I acquired it some time ago on a sale, and I had been wanting to play it, but just hadn't had the time. So I probably will. I'll look into that. Anyway, I've been Mike TheZorch. I'm going to thank you for watching the stream. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't, subscribe for future announcements on when we go live. You can also follow my channels on Twitch as well as DLive and Facebook, unless you don't like Facebook. I am there on Facebook, mostly because I got family on Facebook, and that's about it. If I didn't, I wouldn't be streaming to Facebook. Anyway, again, been Mike TheZorch. This has been the Zorch Central channel. You can get news, and I'm also going to have blogs and everything for the Zorch Central channel on my website, www.zorchcentral.com. And there I'm going to be putting a link to the Gamers Bay community, because we are allied with the Gamers Bay channel, and so we sort of share the same community. I produce videos for Gamers Bay. They are a retro-centric channel. They've been around for a long time. They had a community on Google+. They were one of the oldest communities on Google+, one of the biggest communities on Google+, and when it shut down, they had to move to MeWe. So that's their home right now, and we've been trying to rebuild, and it's been difficult getting everything back, because we had a lot of stuff when we were on Google+. I mean, a lot of people started with our community. I mean, Virgin's now defunct esports effort started there. And Metal Jesus Rocks started with our community. No, Alpha Omega Sin, not Metal Jesus Rocks. Alpha Omega Sin. He started in Gamers Bay as well. He got his career started. Haven't seen any new videos from him in a long time. I wonder if he quit. Anyway, check out our communities, check out my website, and I'll see you the next time.